we have to talk about tennis superstar Serena Williams. She has gone viral for this ridiculous, bizarre, out of touch video where she says she's offended by a hotel having a cotton plant or cotton sort of art fixture. Let's take a look at the clip.
Everyone, how do we feel about cotton as decoration? Personally, for me, it doesn't feel great. So actually, it feels like nail polish remover cotton, natural.
Now, she was in New York City for this event she was doing with Kim Kardashian for her Skims. She was coming out with more of those spandex pants or whatever the hell she sells. I have heard from a lot of girls and women, they say they like Skims. So like, we might not like Kim Kardashian, but we do like the Skims, I guess the shapewear that she sells. But Serena Williams, she's acting like she's offended by this cotton plant that they have in the hotel. She picks it, she's playing with it. She says it's like the stuff you use to, remove nail polish, I guess. The interesting thing about Serena Williams, when we pulled up her net worth, she is worth $350 million. She's allegedly married to a white billionaire. This is not someone who is oppressed, right? This is not someone who is like under the gun here. She's not oppressed in any way, shape, or form. She's an international celebrity who's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I think there's this narrative, right? She wants to continue to play the victim card. When you have a victim mentality, you're always going to look for ways throughout the day to play the victim card. I think that's what we're seeing with Serena Williams. And I got so many messages from Black women over the weekend saying, can you talk about this? Can you talk about this? Can you talk about this? And I wrote some of them back. I said, what is it about the video that upset you? The Serena Williams video. Almost every woman said, we want to move on from constantly hearkening back to slavery. We want to teach our kids about slavery, about our nation's history. We want to make sure it never happens again. It's a horrific stain on our country. Right? This is what these women were telling me. But we don't want to constantly be inundated and thinking about slavery. We don't need another film like 12 Years a Slave or this or that. We want to move on and build a new future, right? And we want to honor our history, but build and move into the future. And so I think that's why some of them were offended by Serena Williams' video, because just the mere thought of, I guess, having cotton was sort of a reference to slavery for her, but everything she's wearing is cotton. She's wearing cotton clothes, right? She's sleeping in cotton. She probably has cotton underwear on. I'm sure Skims is made out of cotton in some way, shape, or form. So it was a little bit ridiculous. And then what was also ridiculous were Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, and Khloe Kardashian's outfits for the event. I don't know how much longer we're going to have to act like these people are fashion icons. They've never been icons to me. I don't know why they're on the cover of magazines all the time, because they look like utter calamities. Kim Kardashian has this like do-rag on, which I guess one of her rapper boyfriends left behind in her bedroom. I'm not sure what's going on. I will say about Kris Jenner, I told you guys months ago, her new face has settled. Kris Jenner's new face has settled. The plastic surgery has come together. It has settled. We need like instead of the debt clock in our country, we need a clock that counts down until Kris Jenner's face has settled. But Kim Kardashian, the Skims looks ridiculous. She looks ridiculous. Khloe looks ridiculous. And Serena Williams, you also look ridiculous. I'm tired of you acting like you're oppressed and you're this victim and oh, you're offended. You're probably staying in a 5-star hotel in a massive suite. I also feel like she really wants to be the main character. She's like, how can I make this about me? This has absolutely nothing to do with me. I'm walking by basically an art fixture in this hallway of this hotel. How can I make this about me? Well, here at the Spot On Bureau, we were doing some research. We uncovered that Serena Williams has a cotton art display in her home as well. And we'll put a picture of that up. So if she's so offended by this cotton in the hotel, why does she allegedly have this piece of artwork in her house? Pot calling the kettle black, okay? You live in a glass house, Serena Williams. I think Serena thought she was going to post the video and it was either going to be funny or people were going to say, yeah, that's offensive. No, you're literally wearing cotton, okay? Are you going to get offended every time you see cotton in this world? Because it's going to be a long, entire life for you with your $350 million, Serena Williams. Well, my friends, I'm back telling you about Vandy Crisps. You guys know me, I'm not gonna do any other potato chips because I don't wanna feel guilty when I'm snacking. I've also converted so many of my friends over to Vandy. We talk about it all the time. They're like, Link, I might not watch every episode of your show, but I have ordered those Vandy Crisps. Let me tell you about them. So Vandy Crisps has just 3 ingredients: heirloom potatoes, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow, no seed oils. That tallow is loaded with nutrients for your skin, brain, and hormones, and it makes these chips taste unreal. The tallow means you're satisfied without overeating, which makes it the perfect snack. You need to give Bandy a try, so go to bandycrisps.com/link and use code LINK for 25% off your first order. That's bandycrisps.com/link and code LINK for 25% off your first order. And if you don't feel like ordering online, that's fine. Bandy is now available nationwide at your local Sprouts supermarket. So stop by and pick up a bag before they're gone.